do what I do.
From talk shows in the 1990s like Oprah Winfrey, to modern reality shows, from Tyler Perry movies to social media influences, there's been a consistent portrayal of Black men as deadbeat fathers, criminals, cheaters, and unreliable partners. And it's become normalized. Let's talk about the 1990s and the early 2000s when shows like Oprah Winfrey Show and Ricky Lake were filled with stories about Black women standing up to their no good Black men, airing every grievance to millions of viewers. Now fast forward to today, and the reality TV shows like Love and Hip Hop, or even mainstream movies portray the same things. And there's a pattern here. Black men are consistently demonized as if we are the sole cause of every problem in the Black community. And who's been leading that charge too often? It's been our women. And for decades, Black women have openly criticized Black men for everything from their financial struggles to their relationship choices, without acknowledging the larger systematic issues at play. When the narrative is this one-sided for so long, it creates an environment where even women who are not foundational Black American, like Sunny Hostin, feel perfectly entitled to join in on the bashing. See, they see Black women tearing down their own men and assume they can do the same. And they feel they can do it. And shout out to Barry Little. And I'm gonna make sure I read everybody's super chats and cash apps and whatnot. I just want to get through this point, okay? Now, as I was saying, this Afro-Latina woman, this Puerto Rican woman, when she sees Black American women or foundational Black American women tearing down their own men, they assume they can do the same without fear of pushback. You didn't see her tearing down Puerto Rican men, did you? She wouldn't say anything about those Cuban men in Miami, would she? Huh? Because she's afraid of the pushback. And that's why you have women like Sunny feeling bold enough to call Black men crazy and ridiculous, because they've seen foundational Black American women do it for decades without consequences. So look how many music videos and songs Black female artists have used to perpetuate these ideas. From I don't need no man to INDEPENDENT, if you know what that means. And that was a Boosie song, right? Or the Beyonce song, Independent Woman. The message is clear in those songs. Black men are unnecessary and disposable. Our music, which once promoted unity and family and community and love, has been replaced with narratives that glorify division and self-reliance at the expense of the Black man. And it's been so widespread that now women outside of the community feel they have the license to join in the chorus. Let's not forget social media, where some of the loudest and most toxic conversations about Black men are happening. You can find countless viral videos of Black women disparaging Black men for their dating choices, their financial status, or even just their appearance. I mean, the harshest critics of Black men online are oftentimes our own Black women, and the algorithm loves it. The algorithm promotes it and pushes it and amplifies it, and it just becomes entertainment. Let me tell you something. That means I'm about to reverse track. However, Cuban men and Hispanic men in general, they have their issues too. Just like so many other groups of men on this planet. Accountability is important for all men, regardless of their race or their background. What I'm saying is that this unchecked, open disrespect of Black men by Black women over decades has created a toxic culture. It's a culture where outsiders who would never disrespect their own group of men in public, these non-FBA women like Sunny Hostin and Joy Reid, they feel fully entitled to join in on the public flogging of Black men. They see how our women have torn us down on public platforms, and they internalize that disrespect. believing it's acceptable to mock and degrade black men because we've allowed it to happen unchecked within our own community. Let me give you a comparison. Do you think Sonny would ever refer to Cuban men the way she just called black men crazy and ridiculous? Huh? Absolutely not. She knows better. She knows full well that if she disrespected Cuban men the way she disrespected black men, Cuban women and men wouldn't tolerate it for 1 second. The Cuban community don't open the door for outsiders to disparage their sons and their husbands and their fathers in public. They protect their men fiercely. And that's the key difference. Cuban men understand the importance of guarding the image and reputation of their men. They don't invite the world to pile on and tear down their community's men because they know the strength of their community is directly tied to how their men are perceived and respected. Sonny knows that if she dared to publicly call Cuban men crazy or ridiculous, the backlash from Cuban women and Cuban men and Cuban grandmas and abuelas and abuelos and tias and the whole communidad would be severe and it would be unapologetic. She would be hit with immediate outrage because Cuban women and men and the community itself refuse to let anyone inside or outside the community publicly disrespect their men. There's a deep level of respect and solidarity and protection there in that community. And it simply doesn't exist the same way in our community. And that's the difference. But nevertheless, that's why you don't see Sonny or any of these other non-FBA women feeling comfortable enough to disparage Cuban or Hispanic men or Muslim men or any other group of men publicly, because they know those communities will close ranks and defend their men and not tear them down in front of the world. And here's where it gets real. Sonny Hostin and the rest of those people who pick on black men, they're cowards. They pick the easy target because they know they can get away with it. They attack black men because they know there's little to no backlash when they do. They're not bold, they're opportunists. They wouldn't dare make the same comments about Cuban men, Hispanic men, Muslim men, or even white men, because they know those communities will push back and push back hard. They know they'll face real consequences if they step out of line with those other men. I bet she wouldn't say that to those Jewish men who are going to vote for Donald Trump because of the debacle that the Democrats have allowed to happen in Israel and Hamas. I bet they won't call those fellas ridiculous or crazy. They'll get canceled immediately. But when it comes to the black man, they feel safe because they watch black men get disrespected for years, if not decades, by our own sisters and by a society that knows they can get away with it and no one is going to step in and defend us. So this is why they're so comfortable doing it. They're cowards who take the easy route, knowing there'll be no serious pushback. But see, in our community, for too long, black men have been open season for criticism. And it's not just from outsiders, it's from our own women. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. This black man talk, pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, got gotta love it, I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.